Nearly 8,000 feet up in the Peruvian Andes, the environment is defined by plunging vertical drops, torrential rainfall, and devastating landslides. Perched right on this perilous ridge sits Machu Picchu, a complex of over 150 immense stone structures. The Inca constructed this entire site in the 15th century under Emperor Pachacuti with a specific technical deficit. They worked without iron tools, they built without wheels and without modern heavy machinery. They also chose a location within an active earthquake zone and built every structure completely without mortar. By the standards of modern construction, a mortarless stone city on a fault line should have collapsed centuries ago. Yet after 500 years, the citadel remains intact. The Incas relied on a technique known as ashlar masonry, carving massive granite stones with a level of precision that we struggle to replicate today. In this curved wall, the granite blocks fit together so tightly that a knife blade cannot slide between the seams. This construction method was a calculated response to the tectonic shifts that regularly occur in the Andes. When an earthquake strikes, the lack of mortar allows the stones to move and slide, absorbing seismic energy rather than cracking. Once the shaking stops, the geometry forces the stones to settle exactly back into their original, locked positions. The Incas did not build to resist the mountain. They engineered their architecture to move with it. This same logic extends to the perimeter, where massive agricultural terraces wrap around the steep mountain edges. These terraces served as a drainage system, filtering water and acting as a physical brace that prevented the mountain from sliding during heavy rains. While the terraces secured the ground, the highest structures were dedicated to the sky. The Temple of the Sun was designed with a level of orientation that allowed for precise astronomical observations. This is the Intihuatana stone, or the hitching post of the sun. Situated on a high platform, it functioned as a tool for tracking the solar cycle and hosting religious ceremonies. From the terraces to the temples, every stone was placed with intent, creating a city that functioned as a single integrated engineering system. Despite being built for durability, the Inca abandoned the sanctuary in the 16th century as the Spanish reached the empire. Because of its remote location, the Spanish never found the city, and it was eventually swallowed by the surrounding vegetation. The site remained largely unknown to the wider world until the year 1911, when explorer Hiram Bingham arrived in the region. Though Bingham introduced the site to global attention, local indigenous communities had never forgotten it. They were the ones who guided him to these ruins and quietly preserved them for generations. Today, that isolation has been replaced by a modern reality, where over 1 million visitors travel here every year to see the ruins for themselves. Yet, despite this attention, we still don't know why the population left so suddenly, how many people lived here at its peak, or what else might still be buried under the jungle floor. Machu Picchu remains a physical record of the Inca civilization, a structure that successfully navigated the geological threats of the Andes while keeping much of its history hidden. If you enjoyed this look at the engineering of the past, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more stories.